Well, supporting Black-owned businesses is top of many people's minds now, especially in light of recent social events. And joining me now to talk about one of the ways that people are doing this through a new age green book is producer Courtney Mims, and my co-host for a special that we're doing here at WMAR 2 News is meteorologist Patrick Pete. Welcome, you two.
Thank you.
It's sort of funny to be talking to you in a more formal setting about this special, especially because I was a part of it with the two of you. But I want to talk to you just about what this special is. And I want to start with you, Courtney. You're the producer of the Green Book special. Tell us a little bit more about it and what the Green Book was for people who don't know.
So the Green Book was a tool and guide that Black people used to be able to travel safely. It showed them places where they could stop and get food and take a rest. And it was their only option when traveling between the 1930s and 60s.
And what are viewers going to see in this special, sort of talking about the history, but also about what's happening right now, correct?
Absolutely. So what we do is we look at some of the venues and some of the sites that are still up and open and people actively live in them. And then we look at how things have transformed and how with the Black Lives Matter movement, there's been this new push to really support Black-owned businesses. And it's become a position where using the Green Book was your only option then. And now we're bringing that back to the forefront of people's minds to support Black-owned businesses.
And Courtney, you are the producer behind this, the writer behind it. You were doing all the research as well. Tell us why you wanted to tell this story in this way.
Well, the idea really sparked when my teammate and I, Lamont Williams, were on a different shoot with the Montford Point Marines. And they talked about how as they traveled as Black Marines, they had to use the Green Book to be able to go everywhere they needed to go. Without it, they wouldn't have survived. So that sparked the idea. And then as things were happening in the world, we said, there's a new age Green Book. So let's tell the story of how history in a way is repeating itself and the Green Book is coming back to life.
And Patrick, I know that you are our newest meteorologist, or actually our second newest meteorologist. You were the new kid on the block. We got somebody new again with Stevie, but I know that it was really important for you to be a part of this special as well and sort of to step away from the green screen and get out into the field to tell this story. Why was it so important for you to be a part of this as well?
Elsa, for one, it was a learning experience. Anytime that we get out of the studio, get out of our natural element, we're learning something. And I had heard a little bit about the Green Book because I am from the South, but hearing words from people who actually lived through that time, whose parents had direct links to using the Green Book, and just hearing the stories, it was one of those moments where you always kind of think back and you just feel more blessed. You feel grateful for all of the sacrifices. You feel grateful for the experiences that those folks have lived through. And it makes you really want to fully take advantage of the opportunities we have now.
Absolutely. And I think being a part of this with you two, one of the things that stuck out for me was one, I've always been about supporting Black-owned businesses. And I think it's even easier to do it now because of all of our online platforms to be able to do that. But also just to make sure that we are supporting the community. I think a lot of times we don't realize that when we support these Black-owned businesses, that dollar continues to circulate within the community. And in Baltimore, that it's so important right here in our own city. So to be able to tell this story with you two, with this, amazing team with Lamont Williams, our chief photographer as well. I'm really excited about it. Let's remind the viewers about when they can actually watch it. Courtney, when is that?
August 6th at 7:30. So tomorrow, 7:30.
Yes, so set your DVRs, record everything, watch in real time. And it really was a joy to work with you too. And can't wait to watch that tomorrow at 7:30. All right, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys being here. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.